the Little Apple, where they have taken a large bite out of college football. The man for whom the stadium is named, Bill Snyder, built this program from the losingest in the history of college football to a formidable foe and home of the Kansas State Wildcats. The Sun Devils will put total leather and will get started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Kansas State's offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback. Hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. Dave.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Arizona State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really...
There he goes! Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the Sun Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Sparks. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll bring it back. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and... Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Kansas State quick to the line. The give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they... The Wildcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll try to get it in with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. The give. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football. Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Man, I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Caught over the middle. It's Gaines.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Got his man quickly. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch? As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Sparks. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Buys a little time with his feet. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gaines. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They just keep firing. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Arizona State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Michigan proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Back to throw, it's Sparks. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. Turns it on down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments. And here comes the punt team. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gets it out quickly.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Backed up at their own 13-yard line, it's first down. That's caught. It's Gideon. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking downfield, it's Sparks. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Offense gets set for second down. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on second down. He's got an open man. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping. They bring the punter onto the field now. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Sun Devils headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Wide open on the right. Past the 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Going to the running game. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Sun Devils can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Sparks. Quickly complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to throw on third. He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to do it on the ground. Nice move there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They say, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Racing down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. no shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fakes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! Lining up for the PAT. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. To the air, it's Sparks. Using the quick game.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Snags it over the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down.
Turning it on. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Gets it out fast. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's Flo. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. And the Sun Devils are facing 3rd and inches. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Sun Devils! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kansas City, 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll put a stop to that return. The third. Yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Going for it all. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll return it from the 50. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done
wide open spaces. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kansas State, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He wants to throw it again. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
The Sun Devils will hustle to the line. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
Might be calling a hot route. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Gaines. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
This time it's complete. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Punts it out of the air. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're still firing away even with this lead. He'll take a shot. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find